What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and today we need to talk about Camber Energy stock, ticker symbol CEI. This stock has been blowing up. Let's take a look at the chart real quick, and you can see what's been going on with it. You can see we're up over 16% today. If you zoom out to the past, you can see that we are up massively, right? We were at 33 cents just a month ago, and this morning we actually hit $3.32. And that actually means that we've officially 10x'd this stock from its lows to its highs. Now, we're a little bit below that right now. We're at 317. You can see there's been some action kind of just consolidating around this $3 level, which is exactly what some stock, I don't know what to call them necessarily, but stock enthusiasts on Twitter have been talking about. So if you actually look, the reason that this stock is pumping is because Mr. Zach Morris, who's a stock trader on Twitter, he's basically referencing Saved by the Bell. That's been pointed out to be a pun on, the closing bell, right? So you can see that he's been calling for CEI to go up and move up in price. He says we consolidate at $3 and then we push to 5 and then 10. So this guy has a lot of followers on Twitter. He has over 500,000 followers, and he is not alone. There are actually several other Twitter influencers who are basically traders pumping up CEI stock. Now, you can see laid back, ha ha ha, FU shorts, and he has a meme of Tim Dillon, it looks like, raising his glasses with the hashtag CEI. So CEI $3 is happening. He called that out right before it happened, actually. Now, I think that with CEI, it's important to note that obviously this stock has a lot further that it could run, especially if you look at, say, a 3-year chart, right? We are nowhere near, let's get rid of this. So we are nowhere near, any of the highs that we have been in the past. This doesn't account for a lot of the stock splits that have gone on with this company, right? We're at 33 cents right now, but you can see that 3 years ago, before some stock splits, this stock was up at $11,000 per share. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that this would happen again, and let's get rid of this just to make this chart a little bit prettier. So you can see that we're still fairly low looking at the long term, right? And I'm not saying that that's evidence that this could pump up to $11,000 a share. That would be completely ridiculous. That would probably make this company bigger than like Apple and some of the biggest companies in the world. But obviously, there is some more room to run on this. Even if you just look back at the past 2 years, we can see that we were up at 8. So this stock clearly has some more to run. We've only just recently broken the highs that we had earlier this year of around $3. And, there's still a lot of momentum behind this stock. And what's actually very bullish, if you look, is that we have massive volume today compared to what we were seeing yesterday. If you look at this volume chart, you can see that we are trading on significant volume, right? Because this stock has been pumping up. It has been very popular. But more recently, we've been trading on higher and higher volume, which is a very bullish pattern for this stock, right? I want to see more and more volume as more and more people are getting interested in this stock. And that has absolutely been the case, both as, these Twitter influencers have been tweeting about it, as well as when it's been getting searched more and more on Google Trends. You can see this is a search for CEI stock on Google Trends, and we have absolutely been blowing out our old records out of the water, right? Especially today, where it's guesstimated to be shooting way up in search volume. This is incomplete data that Google has, this dashed line right here. But overall, even if you count out the dashed line, it's still very impressive, the heights that we've been able to climb to with this stock. So a lot of new traders are coming into it. Obviously, when new traders are coming into a stock, unless they're all shorts, it's going to push up the stock price because that just means there's more liquidity and more people interested in buying it. Now, this is a relatively small market cap company. If you look, you can see CEI only has a market cap of $283 million. So that is very low. This is very pumpable. It's very possible that this thing will get pumped up quite further, right? Zach Morris, if you look, he was calling for it to go to $10, I believe. He said, let's consolidate at 3, and then we push to 5, and then 10. So obviously, he thinks this could run a lot further. It's not out of the question at all, right? If you look, $283 million, and we're about $3.30. So multiply that by 3, we're still under a billion-dollar market cap. So we could absolutely push this thing up to $10. It would not be that difficult. You can even see that while we were making this video, we made new highs on the stock. So it is a very hot one. Even on Reddit, it's gaining a lot of attention. This is apewisdom.io. It tracks some of the most popular stocks on Wall Street Bets, and you can see that Camber Energy right here is up 25 places. CEI, right? They're up 25 places, a ton of mentions overall, and they have 161 mentions, up 973% over the past 24 hours, 387 upvotes. So this isn't even one of the necessarily the most massive ones, right? There are some other stocks that are getting a lot more upvotes, a lot more mentions, and I do expect that this will start to get more and more as it becomes a bigger and bigger name. as more and more people are trading it and making money off of it. So I do think that there's a lot of potential that this one has to continue running. Potentially will consolidate around 3 like Zach Morris called for. Potentially not, though, because, it looks like we are just shooting past 3, making new highs. It looks like we just are about to make some new highs right now. So yeah, we did. And very interesting to see that we're just shooting up. A ton of people are getting interested in this massive volume. It's very promising what I'm seeing for this stock. Now, I will point out that if you guys are interested in CEI and getting in on CEI and you have run out of capital, I know there have been a lot of short squeezes that have not gone people's way, and maybe they're running low on capital. Something that you can do. I provide a link in all of my videos where you can get up to $2,300 on in free stocks on Webull. All you have to do is click the link in any one of my videos, this video included, and you click Get My Free Stocks. You make your account. You don't have to deposit any money to get those stocks, to get the first stock at least. So just free money essentially, and then you can direct deposit any amount, and you'll get a second free stock. So up to $2,300 worth of free stocks. All you have to do is use my link, and you're welcome for that. So free stocks right there if you're interested. Now, what's very interesting for CEI in the more midterm, right? Not necessarily the short term, is this short interest that we have growing and growing and growing. You can see that we have been shooting up in short interest, and we actually lost a little bit just yesterday, right? When we ended up having this big pump. A lot of shorts probably had to get out of that because, we were talking about this stock way back when it was $1.60. And, a lot of shorts were shorting around then as well. So a lot of those shorts probably saw, hey, this thing just doubled. We ought to get out of this because it's getting pretty dangerous. And they probably made the right call because we're up 23% on the day. So those shorts definitely saved themselves some heartache. But that only succeeded in hurting the other shorts that didn't get out. So really, it's not looking good for these shorts, especially as more shorts are coming in, just contributing to the short interest as a percentage of the free float. We're at 37% short interest as a percentage of the free float, and we're up 4.6 today alone. More people are coming in. Obviously, at some point, some shorts are going to make money because everything that goes up must come down at some point. We're just going to see how high we can get this thing. I don't think that $3.43 is a great place to be shorting this at. It's really tough to call the top with these things. I think that is a bit premature also, especially considering how much volume. We have only been trading for 45 minutes. And if you look at the volume bars right here, this volume bar is more than halfway of all the previous volume bars, right? And we've only been trading for 45 minutes, so there's still an entire trading day ahead of us. And yet we've already traded over 200 million shares. The other day, it's more than half of what we traded the other day. We only traded 353 million shares. So very impressive what we're seeing with CEI. I think that this stock has a lot going for it. And I'm not saying that you should buy it right now, that this is obviously not financial advice. Obviously, it could get pushed down by a ton of shorts or, a ton of people trying to take profits. Zach Morris might tweet, hey, I'm done, and shoot this thing down. So, there is some downside risk. I'm just pointing this out to you as a great play, in my opinion, at least, right? I think this is a great play. We've been talking about this since $1.60. So there have been opportunities to get in and already to have doubled your money, if you got in when we first made our first video. But I'm not convinced you guys. I'm not trying to convince you guys to get in now. I'm just letting you know what my opinions on this stock are. I think it's a great one. I think it has a lot of potential, especially with the growing interest both on Reddit, Wall Street Bets, as well as Google. I think that those are two huge catalysts in combination with the growing interest on Twitter, right? More and more people are becoming interested and getting used to seeing CEI stock on Twitter, and maybe they'll start looking it up and actually seeing that this thing is blowing up. And end up getting in on it. So there's a bunch of, catalysts for this thing moving up: Twitter, Reddit, Google, and just seeing more short interest in general, right? As we're slowly moving up in short interest, I expect that as we get to higher and higher prices, more and more shorts are going to be coming in, but also filtering out, right? As more and more shorts are shorting it at these prices, once we double from these, if we do, then some shorts will probably be having to cover after they've lost 100% of their original investment. So we'll have to see what happens with that, with the shorts. Obviously, shorts, as they get more numerous, can become very problematic, right? And they can really start trying to manipulate stock prices and push stuff down and spread bad news about a stock. So we'll really have to watch out for that. But I am fairly confident that CEI is going to be a good one. I think that CEI has already, kind of shined where some other stocks have been failing. If you actually look, this is a list of a lot of the stocks that I watch, and CEI is the only green name on this chart. And that's not a surprise because if you look at the overall markets, SPY is down, QQQ is down, IWM is down. We're losing a lot of money today in the markets. The VIX is way up. Implied volatility has increased quite a bit, and CEI seems to be the only shine of green, the only glimmer of green in a sea of red. So that's what I think about CEI. If you guys have enjoyed this video, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Other than that, guys, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.